Final Fantasy VII Advent Children is a bad movie. No, let's be 100% real. The animation is amazing for its time. No one is saying otherwise. And the music is fire, but the story, it's bad. The crazy thing is, it was made by people who made the OG game. So why is it that bad then? Well, I won't do a whole essay just to say that. It's because they made Cloud a failure in the movie by design. Because you see, the people at Square Enix didn't want to make a crowd-pleasing movie for everyone to enjoy, or a fan-servicey movie for fans of the OG. No, they wanted to make art, and as much as I would like to say the movie is great, because making art is good, so it should be great, the reality is that art can also be trash, and Advent Children is trash. Well, subjectively, everyone can like whatever they want. But not only that, it also retconned part of Cloud's story. Let's dive deeper into it, shall we? You will see, it's gonna be fun.
このクラウドっていうのは幸せに暮らしてるんだろうなと思っていたのに、なんでまたと思われると思うんですけど、
During the game, Cloud struggled with mental illness. He even think he became a soldier first class when it wasn't true. I won't explain the whole game here, but the gist of it is that during the game, Cloud's arc is to face who he is and come to terms with his survivor syndrome and PTSD. This come crashing down after Aerith died, where Cloud fall even deeper into depression and all sort of other mental illness. But by the end of the game, when he is at his lowest point, with the help of Tifa and his friend, he managed to fall back on his feet and face his demon in the form of Sephiroth, essentially saving the planet at the same time and completing his character arc, leaving nothing to explore conflict-wise with the character. Cloud at the end of the game got to process his feeling and came out on top, giving us a positive message that you can, that anyone can, with the help of the people they love, get better. But Advent Children retconned Cloud into not having forgive himself for Aerith's death, into still believing it is his fault. The movie said clearly too.
I think I want to be forgiven. More than anything.
This simple change made it so that the closest Cloud is to happiness, the more scared he becomes. And so the more he will become happy, the more he will destroy his own chance at happiness, like at the same time by pushing the people he loves away, because he is scared of losing them.
すごく平和で癒される生活を手に入れて、それがかえって怖くなったというか、一度失ってるからこそ、その今のその状態っていうのが失ってしまう可能性っていう。
The more happy he is, the more scared he becomes. The more scared he is, the more he pushes people away. The more people are away, the more unhappy he is. You see the cycle?
今が幸せだからこそ、そのまた孤独になってしまったという。
By making Cloud this way, they made him weak enough that he would abandon his new family as soon as he felt he could lose them. With like the new poison thing they also invented in Advent Children, essentially he is now dying, something that was never mentioned in the game, like this being the second retcon of the movie, making the movie only possible by undermining the OG game 2 times.
No charm, no wit, big sword, but no skills.
I've got skills.
Be nice.
I'm doing my best.
The thing is, you could say that Cloud never got over Aerith's death, even though this doesn't like make any sense, because if not, how could he have found the strength to fight Sephiroth at the end of the game? And Final Fantasy VII was also a game that was designed to be standalone, by the way, so to tell a complete story with no loose end. So this would mean that he was meant to really get over everything by the end of the game and the journey you go through. But even if you would believe the movie that he still blamed himself, the movie also contradicts this by having Tifa say during the final fight that Cloud got back the strength he gained when facing Sephiroth at the end of the game, like the OG game, a symbolic strength that was supposed to represent Cloud character growth after facing his demon.
確かにあったはずの強い気持ち。たった2年なの。いつの間にかなくしてしまったあの気持ち。それをクラウドは取り戻したんだと思う。
wait, what do you mean the strength somehow slipped away? Like, what does this mean? Like, the character arc got away and what the fuck, man? This make no sense. But if Tifa say he got it back like last time, it objectively mean the character arc he has in Advent Children is the same as the OG game, because he both time end up at the same place. Plus, if that wasn't the case, what was it that Cloud learned during the game? Like, what strength was Tifa talking about that was the same as the one in the game if it's not from the same arc? As if not, the strength would have been different, you know? Does this make sense? The movie think it does. You see, the retcon break the movie, but also kinda hurt the game, because now it's hard kinda to understand. If he didn't learn that in the game, like what, he just put his worry and problem aside, Cloud, to like face Sephiroth in the game? That make the ending of the game like fucking lame, if it's the case. Also, like, the poison thing could explain a character regression on Cloud's part, but the movie doesn't focus on Cloud leaving his new family because he isn't good enough, but more on the fact that he isn't good enough because he blamed himself, and that forgiving himself would solve like the whole problem, when the main problem should be his fear of losing them in the first place. But this is a retcon too, as no poison was present at the end of the game, and this only make the ending of said game even cheaper. Like, you didn't know it, but the end of your game actually poisoned the main character. Like, he didn't solve his problem. In fact, the end of the game made it worse. Yeah, like that's what we're going for. Like, fuck you, man. That shouldn't make sense.
You gonna stand there and pretend you can't hear the planet crying out in pain? I know you can!
You really hear that?
Damn straight I do!
Get help.
Plus, let's be 100% real here. Even if the movie was great, like even if it was great, turning Cloud into a walking failure was always going to make people mad. Even if it was the best movie ever, as nothing by the end of the game make you think Cloud was going to end up this way. It come out only as a lazy way to add the arc to Cloud character when he doesn't need it. And the arc, as I already said, is basically the same he got before. Was it really worth it to bring Final Fantasy VII back just to undo some stuff, add a random poison thing, and make the hero a failure? You could say there is worth in seeing your hero that think isn't good enough to be happy, learn he is worthy, and there is. It's a cool arc, but they could have found a better reason why. They should have found a better reason why. Anything but this. Do not retcon your entire arc for like a 2-hour movie. Well, this is my take on this anyway. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, leave a comment, and like the video if you like the video and want more video like those.
Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. Too many things going on, I can't keep track of them all. From people dropping